This is your host, Darnell Beckford from Black Owned Spotlight. This video is dedicated to Mr. Kevan Glover and the whole Connect Foundation. The Queen City Awards is this Saturday. I will be there. The whole Black Owned Spotlight team will be there interviewing all the entrepreneurs and business owners. So get your tickets right now. Welcome to Black Owned Spotlight. I'm your host, Darnell Beckford. Welcome to Season 2. I want to thank everybody for nothing but your love and support. If you haven't checked out Season 1, check out Season 1. And I want to thank all the businesses for showing us nothing but love and support. You know what it is? What are the highlights? Welcome to Black Owned Spotlight. This episode, I'm here with Mr. Kevan Glover, the founder of the Queen City Awards. How you doing today, sir?
I'm good, and so?
I'm doing good. I'm gonna be honest with you, this is an honor because I get to sit down with a legend in Charlotte, or I can say worldwide, because you have created a product that's definitely needed here in the city of Charlotte, but for us as Black people, the Queen City Awards. So how did that concept came about, and how long have you been doing it for?
Oh man, I appreciate it, man. This is the 18th year. Like, I got a college student now, you know what I'm saying? But first I'll just honor for you to take the time out today to interview me.
No, the honor's mine.
Like I say, we all start from somewhere, and I appreciate you finding the validity in what we've been doing for these past 20 years. The Queen City Awards is something that for 18 years has been real good for the city. Gospel, hip hop, R&B, country, all that different stuff, whatever. But we did open mics and showcases and all that different stuff, whatever, and just wanted something else to kind of show the artists who were really on their grind past the open mic setting something else as far as giving them some type of award, some type of accomplishment at the end of the year. And that's kind of how the award show was birthed, with just recognizing the artists who are really on that level to be award deserving. And 2004, man.
Man.
2004 is when we kind of came with that concept and started putting it into action.
All right, great. So in terms of, been doing this for 18 years, I want to know, what is the criteria or the qualifications to being nominated or being a part of the Queen City Awards for any kind of artist?
So the criteria changed maybe like 5 years ago. I was trying to get the city to back it a little more. We had the Queen City Awards Day given by Mayor Anthony Fox. I think it was 2012, but I was at the time Mayor Jennifer Roberts was mayor. We was trying to get the city's support more, and she was like, "Well, I know what you do because it's well documented what you do, but why should we support these independent artists? What are they doing for the community?" So what we came up with was saying, "Hey, okay, well, we got 300 plus nominees. Let's make everybody do 10 hours of community service, so that way we giving over 3,000 hours of community service every year, so that makes the city have to support us in some type of way." So we have that 10 hours of community service, plus we have, it's like a People's Choice Awards where we have a blank ballot. So if it's Hip Hop Artist of the Year male, people who they feel should be in those categories, they put you in there. And then we have a panel of people who help out with the other 50%. And then those people go in the categories. We put maybe it could be like 15 to 17 people in the category, because there's so many different people out here doing their thing.
Okay. And another question I always wanted to ask as well, because this is very rare, because I'm kind of getting in some inside knowledge on how an award show works, because a lot of times we see the Grammys, we see the Teen Choice Awards, a lot of different award shows. Their system is a little bit different. They have a board of trustees, and they get the final say on who gets nominated. And your case is a little bit different. So how did that go about? Is there a board of trustees in the Queen City Awards, or is it just, you guys have to do, they have to do a normal community service and be on that ballot?
We have a undisclosed board. See, the thing that happened kind of in the beginning was everybody was trying to put their friends on,
Right.
as opposed to just the work in general itself. Oh, they got this record label, I feel my artist. So we got out of that confusion, whatever, and kind of kept our board anonymous, as far as that. But yeah, we definitely have a group of 12 people who help out with that side, who's non-biased, and you get people who, I'm not from Charlotte.
Right.
So I don't care what side of town you're from, what high school you went to, whatever, but that's a big thing out here too, east side, west side, all this different stuff, zone, this, that, so we wanted to stay out of that and just be about the music and the entertainment.
All right. And who would you say was your mentor in this? That's, if you had a mentor, and to say, hey, you guys have a great idea, let me get behind it and let me show you some kind of things we can kind of clean it up, or make some changes.
The reason why I do all the community service work I do, because I didn't have that. Mm-hmm. I asked for that from several people in the area, and they kind of either didn't see the vision or thought it was some type of threat to what they were doing. So until last year, the group I work with, EPMD, Paris kind of helped out with a lot of that stuff. He's been in the music industry 30 plus years, so he'll give me some game like, hey Kay, you done did all that stuff before, like, you don't need to be in this type of setting anymore, you don't need to be in this, it's just my love for the community. But he was just telling me different things like, yo bro, like, you can't do some of the same stuff that you was doing before. You travel the world, you do all this different stuff, whatever. You may not see yourself in this particular light, but the other people do, and you just got to move a little differently. So if I say I had any type of mentor over this last year, it would definitely be P, with just guiding me with a platinum artist, who's discovered so many different artists that are platinum as well, and so that's been a blessing over the last year to have some of that knowledge coming into me.
All right, perfect. And who would you say is the 3 most impacted people in your life to make these decisions and make these kind of like moves in this industry, especially with the awards?
My family is always big, because like I said, a lot of stuff you do when you're in and out of town, you take away from them. Right. The community is definitely something that's big, and just my love for music. Mm-hmm. I can't do music. That's not, listen. Yeah. Listen, you ain't gonna see me on stage singing. I ain't got no hot 16 for you. I ain't got none of that. And that's why I ran across a lot of people too. It's like, you doing business with somebody, next thing you know, they're like, okay, but I got this rap for you. I'm like, bro, we just trying to do business. And
right,
next thing I know, you got a 16 for me. But I just love music, man. Like, grew up with that, and that's why I say, the cats who really deserving in what they're doing, I just humbly try and give them awards, just let them know, hey, you may never get a record deal or whatever the case may be, but just know that some people are actually out here looking at you and appreciating what you're doing.
Great, because that's what I can definitely see, is that a lot of artists out here, especially independent artists, are not getting the shine. And to be honest with you, majority of the independent artists are much better than the artists that we hear now. I would definitely want to ask, like, what are the personality traits that you have to be in this industry, especially dealing with something that you're doing, which is huge, which is an award show?
You gotta have thick skin. Everybody think they're the best. Like literally. Nobody woke up this morning and said, hey, I'm gonna be the worst artist ever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta really, really have thick skin, because you'll have people who may not feel this way about the award show. Hey, I don't like him, or whatever the case may be. You just gotta have thick skin and understand why you're doing it. Right. I'm doing it for those who understand why we're doing it. So we helping the community, we giving back, we shedding light on the entertainment scene, and then we're also awarding people who may have done a lot of community service stuff. So we got that type of award, like Anthony Hamilton, like the Icon, those different things, whatever, where a lot, even when we did Sunshine, we had her crying on stage almost, and she's just like, I'm not gonna cry, but I just think my city didn't love me. All right. Because for whatever reason, the Carolinas is a little different than a lot of other places, man. It's like a lot of them don't really come back and help like they should. You know what I'm saying? Where you start the record labels, the clubs, the different things, and hopping on people's music. That's what helped make a city hot. That's why Atlanta, New York, and all that is the way it is, because that person you didn't know is on T.I.'s label or Ludacris label or Jeezy's label, you know, so they brought different things so that way them other cats could eat and make the area cool. And we just trying to get more of the people to do that out here as well once they, you know, make it up out of here.
Yeah. All right, so tell us a little bit more about the Konnected brand. What is it about?
The Konnected brand, we got magazine, radio station, TV station, management company. We also had the Konnected Sports as well. So, like you look over here, you got some of the magazine covers that we done had on there. Pac. And that's what Colin Kaepernick, that big thing with him kneeling and all that stuff. You know, Mayweather, Ali. And then over here we got like how you download our app.
And in terms of, besides the different branches and the subdivisions that you guys have, I understand that you are very big in the community and doing community work. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, we had a Konnected Foundation, so we've given to date, I think it's 262 scholarships, something like that, to kids who excel in the arts. So that's really a big thing that we do with the money from the Queen City Awards for our Konnected Excellence Scholarship Program. So we're really big with community. So you'll see us doing a lot of stuff with the Stratford Richardson YMCA. You'll see us going out to Salisbury doing stuff with the Rowan County. So we definitely make sure that we help take care of our community as much as we can.
Okay, perfect. And I know that you are very big of, you know, not only in the community but worldwide and helping others. Could you tell us a story about how you helped an individual that changed their life through your nonprofit?
Yo, I ain't even tell you about, I forgot about, it'd be so much stuff going on, they gonna get on me too. We have a division in Africa too.
Ooh, tell us more.
So, this is gonna bug you out, so shout out to TD. So TD is the person who runs the Konnected to Africa for me in Uganda. Mm-hmm. Never been to Africa. You know how you get those things like, oh, help out Africa, whatever. So I got one of them emails, not emails, but messages in my Facebook. It's like, yo, bro, you need to help out back home. I'm like, oh, Buffalo? I'm like, this dude look like you from Buffalo. So he gave me a little thing, whatever. So we ended up doing an award show called the 256 Hip Hop Awards in Africa. That was like 3 years ago. So 256, you know how we got one before our area code?
Yeah.
That's one is for the United States. 256 is for Uganda. That's their area code, so to speak, they for their phone. And we did the hip hop award show. And what was crazy was the ignorance of some of us over here not coming to get their awards for the Queen City Awards. Mm-hmm. I was able to strip all them old awards and put new captions on it for them, send them over to Africa to some people who really appreciated receiving the awards, and that was really dope.
Yeah, that's really dope. Again, thank you so much for, you know, giving us your blessing to come in here and give us so many knowledge and advice. There you guys have it. Make sure you stay tuned. Be on the lookout for the Queen City Awards happening November 9th, and make sure you stay connected. You got his social media back here. Make sure you download the app. Go check him out, man. This is Mr. Kevan Glover, living legend. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon on the next episode.